The calendar flips to October and the temperatures start to drop. But the action on Friday nights is only just heating up. With programs on the rise and players hungry for that big play. We bring you the best from around the First Coast on the Friday Night Blitz.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz.
Hey, hot potato!
We said things were going to heat up in the Blitz, didn't we?
And actually, the temperatures get a lot cooler. We cannot do that. We won't do that. Wilson High School tonight, the scene, and they are better than us at that.
We did have a Jacksonville Suns player in here with knives once.
We did juggling knives.
In the studio.
We will not be doing that.
We did not juggle them, though.
We're just going to talk football.
Derek Dietrich did that.
We're going to talk high school football and another fantastic night of the Friday Night Blitz. We've been doing it all night long. We've been talking about it since 9 o'clock. Scores coming in. Our game of the week is a good one, so much so. Highlights are still coming in reaction because it just finished moments ago, and it was a comeback win. So we'll show you that in just a moment. Brent Martineau, Stuart Weber, and we're into October. So let's take a look at what we have going on tonight. A quick look at what's to come, including a Georgia-Florida clash at the Castle.
I like that. Voting officially open for our coolest fans of the week. Tell you about that in just a second. Plus, a local standout in the NFL gives back to his former high school.
And you can't forget the pageantry of the band, Creekside and Fleming Island, and this was a dandy at the finish. Creekside coming off a huge win against Bowles. Another Titan tonight, the undefeated Fleming Island Eagles. Fleming Island down big late in the game. Devin Grind makes a play for the defense, bobs and weaves his way all the way back to the end zone. Now, to set the table here, it's 23-6 in the fourth quarter. Creekside on the road looking for a big road win back-to-back weeks. The touchdown doesn't count. Illegal block nullified the score. But Grant Travis connects with Caleb Jones back of the end zone. So, hey, don't go home yet, folks. Creekside's lead shrinks to 23-12. Knights back on offense, but hold the phone. Stop the car. Dedrick Walker snatches the ball from Preston Strope and a pileup, takes it the other way, 64 yards. All of a sudden, 23-6 is 23-18. Eagles woke up in clutch time. TK Kosak plows in from 2 yards out, and now the Eagles have the lead. 24-23, they would add a two-pointer. Last chance for the Knights. It's 26-23. The ball is picked off by guess who? Grind again. Had a couple of them late in the game. That'll do it. Fleming completes the comeback. Down 23-6. They rally to win it 26-23.
All right, let's go to our man on the street. Marcel Robinson is at the island. He is live with the latest on tonight's matchup as the Golden Eagles come back to beat the Knights. What a game, Marcel.
I tell you, man, we have to stop. We have to stop doing this to me every single week. Every single week, I got a cardiac type of game, and this one had, as a Falcons fan, a little bit of some revisionist history in terms of a 28-3 type of comeback that we won't speak about. But this game was crazy. I got here, it was 20-6, and I thought to myself, this game is over. The Creekside Knights, the Titan Killers, taking down Bowles, playing tight with Bartram. We've been talking about them for weeks as far as being, a team to watch out for, but Fleming Island got things going in the fourth quarter. Down 20-6, defense stepped up. We talked about the TK Kosak run in there, and then Devin Grind, 2 picks to end the game. Come on now. I mean, what more can you ask for? Keep in mind, this Fleming Island team hasn't lost a regular season game this season or the previous season, and Damian Springs is very happy with the way his team is playing.
When we had the ball down there, I told offensive line and offense, if you want to win the game, you got to win it on this drive. Defense know we had to come out and keep stuffing them. We made the great adjustments inside, and they came out and executed.
I know you're never a guy to look at streaks and everything like that, but you guys haven't lost a regular season game in a long time. Obviously didn't lose one last season, and you're undefeated this season. How do you keep this thing going, and how do you keep them level-headed to not let that sort of kind of creep into, the Eagles?
We don't have any eye on here. I mean, it's always team, and also by the grace of God.
I don't know what Coach is talking about. There's 2 eyes in this team, Fleming and Island. And look, we have to give some credit to Creekside. Look, as much as we talk about this Fleming Island comeback, Creekside played one heck of a game. The only problem is they didn't play until the clock said 0, and they got a little bit casual, a little bit complacent. And look, when you're playing a team like Fleming Island, who is constantly in the playoffs, constantly one of the best teams, not just in the county, but in our area, you got to come to play to the zeros on the scoreboard. That's the story here at Fleming Island High School. I'm going to try to get back to my dog because I know he's probably crying to come outside. So I'm going to toss it back to you guys.
Yes.
Sorry, Coop.
Late night.
That's our bad.
Late night there out in Clay County. Marcel Robinson's had some unbelievable games of the week.
That's how we were supposed to do that.
That's what it's supposed to happen. Sorry, Marcel. But you're at the best games of the week, man. That's a good assignment. Speaking of, what about next week? Woo. And look at the schedule. It is stacked up. Fleming Island will play OAKLEAF, Mandarin, Trinity Christian. Mandarin didn't play again tonight. That game canceled against Nice. Rains, Sandalwood, Madison County, Columbia, Glen Academy, Brunswick, and Ponte Vedra at Bartram Trail. That could be a good one as well. A quick note, by the way, Fleming Island, we talk about them all the time. I think they're underrated around here, and what a performance. Down 23-6 at home against a hot Creekside team.
Just beat both
They
last
turned
week.
on the Jets in the in that fourth quarter, and especially on the defensive side. We showed it. A couple picks, the big fumble return, and then they finished the job. So a big win for Fleming Island. Air Engineers' coolest fans of the week. Go online to actionnewsjacks.com and vote, and you can do that right now. Make your pick. We'll feature the winner later tonight in the show, so stay tuned. Who will be the coolest fans of the week? Your options: Rains, Nice, OAKLEAF,
Ponte Vedra.
Ponte Vedra. That's right.
Had to make that late swap since the Nice game
got canceled.
Wiped out. Yep.
Speaking of which, let's see how those teams did tonight that we were just talking about, and you were at the graveyard.
Yeah, where Parker paid a visit to the Rains Vikings. Took until the second quarter for either team to really get the offense cranked up. Vikings with the ball. Carlton Butler finds Micah McGee in the flat. He'll get to the pylon for the game's first score. The Braves looking to respond through the air, but this pass from Roman Doles wobbles a little bit, see? And Christian McNair is able to get under it for the interception. Rains looking good in the first half. They would be back on offense, and Butler making this good last-minute decision. I do mean last minute. He keeps it, gets into the end zone for 6 more. Vikings double their lead. It would be 14-0 before the half. Roman Doles dropping back again. This one a much nicer spiral to Cavante Doles, who's waiting and pulls it in. Doles doling it out to Doles for the
I was waiting
big
for
pickup.
that.
Yeah, there it is. But the drive would stall thanks in part to the Rains defense. You got to watch this. Ooh, Kyrie Hammond separates ball from receiver. However, much like Parker gave up a lead last week, this time they come back and score 20 unanswered when I wasn't there. 20-14, your final score as they get the win. Parker does over Rains.
All right, in St. Johns County, the Ponte Vedra Sharks 3-0, hosting Matanzas. Defense very good. Quarterback's not bad either. Jacoby Myers in the pocket, too long, but the Pirates get him, so, well, their defense doing it. Chandler Lane with the sack. Sharks unfazed. Later, Myers throws deep to coverage. Jack Polian, super catch, and that's 6 points. Second quarter now looks very similar. Myers to Polian in coverage for a big gain, and that went into the red zone. Beautiful. Dropped it in the bucket. Next play, Campbell Parker hammers through, and that's another touchdown. Sharks stay unbeaten. I think they've only given up 20 points this year in 4 games. 38-10 win for Coach DeSanders.
Defense wins championships. Hey, OAKLEAF alum turned Hurricane Chance Williams on hand to catch his alma mater against Camden County. Points were hard to come by, folks. Backed up to their own goal line, Walter Simmons III just barely escapes the safety off that bad snap. Down by 6 now. Camden cuts the lead in half with a field goal. We told you, points were out of luxury. If we're showing you a field goal, that
Can't believe you just showed us a field goal.
That really tells you. Last play in the second quarter, Dominic Wells comes up with an interception off the Camden County Hail Mary. Low-scoring game at halftime. Low-scoring game overall. Camden County 25-12. They get the win over the OAKLEAF Knights. Nice win for the Wildcats.
Camden County is back at Christ Church. It's a battle of the birds between the Eagles and Cardinals of Bishop Snyder. Here in the end of the first quarter now. Cardinals down 12-0. Running back Antonio Laws trying to get down the field. Uh-oh, tackle from behind. There goes the ball, and it's loose. The Eagles would take over. They recover. Still 13-0. Let's go into the second. Cardinals still trying to catch up. Dejon Richardson goes down. Next play, here's the snap. Richardson looking. Richardson swallowed up by the Eagles' defense as they were able to get it done. Just a tough night of offense trying to move. This was all Christ Church defense. Play after play after play. Defensive line of the Eagles got it done. Christ Church got it done. 26-14 over Bishop Snyder.
How about Atlantic Coast with the unenviable task of trying to stop Miles Montgomery in that Fletcher rushing attack? First half of a scoreless game, Fletcher ball, Keely Watson looking to Tajon Heath, goes up and gets it on the sideline, gets the foot in, very nice catch. That'll move the chains. Same drive, Watson, who transferred from Atlantic Coast to Fletcher, looking at number 9 again. This time it's for 6, so to 9 for 6, makes it 7-0. Beach-Rats. It's like math in there, right? Way down the other end of the field, how about Rich Jacobs for Atlantic Coast? Going to keep it from 1 yard out.
He'll score. In a different area code.
Yeah, it's way over there. This game was tied at halftime, so props to the Stingrays for keeping it close, but Fletcher just too strong in the second half. They score 17 in the final 2 quarters for a 24-14 win. They didn't stop the extra point, but that's okay. Rebound. Trojans hosting Yulee. Justice Pope under center for the Hornets. Trailing in the third, airs it out to the big target, Jalen Holmes. What a catch in the back of the end zone. Cuts the lead to 12, but not for long. Ensuing kickoff picked up at the 1 yard line after a tremendous kick. Here's Martranius Mack, right after winning Homecoming King. He's holding court with all the defenders. What a return for number 3, able to put the Trojans in good position where they hand it off to Sincere Cohen. No resistance, just bullies his way across the goal line for an easy 6 points there. Can't forget about a little bit of defense. Pope under pressure. Credit to Jalen Clark, number 30, for that. So Pope throws up a prayer. Freddie Manning isn't the man he was trying to get it to. That's an interception.
My goodness. How many of these?
As many as I can fit in the show. Revolt with the pick and the win, 55-13.
Tremendous writing. Another Nassau versus Duval clash. Saw Hilliard trek down to Wolfson tonight. Let's start near the end of the first. Hilliard in the red zone, pitch back to running back Taiwan Lee, who's really good. The senior gets first points on the board for the Flashes. Hilliard up 7-0. He's having a tremendous season. Start of the second, Wolfson still down by 7. The Wolfpack trying to snap back. Senior Christian Cosper on the run. Here comes that Flashes defense. Oh my, nowhere to go, running all around. 3 against 1. Down goes Cosper. Hilliard back with the ball, nearing another touchdown, and that's an interception instead by Wilson. The Flashes, though, would win this one on the road, 19-7.
Hey, we're just getting started here on tonight's Blitz. Some really good games still to come, including one of the best in our area, Bartram Trail, facing one of the best in the state, American Heritage, paying a visit to St. Johns County. That is next.
We say hey to Javon Wims, the former Red White commander, providing some inspiration to the current generation, jumping on a Zoom call with the team. Wims was joined by his Chicago Bears wide receivers coach, Mike Furry, in a call that those players will never forget. That's a cool way to give back, especially during this whole pandemic. Nice job, Javon Wims. Still good to see him doing well in Chicago.
We're the Fernandina Beach Pirates, and this is the Friday Night Blitz.
You're watching Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz.
A reminder, we have a vote going for our coolest fans of the week. You only have a couple more minutes before we reveal the winner. Go to actionnewsjax.com/vote to pick your favorite. Looks like we got a pretty good race there between
Reigns has 46%, Ponte Vedra 36%. That could change. Get on there and vote if you want the Sharks fans to make it on our fans of the week.
Or Oakleaf, too. Yeah. So you can do that. actionnewsjax.com/vote every Friday night. Brent Martineau, Stuart Weber, another fun Friday night of football. And it was gorgeous outside to boot. Bartram Trail off to a 3-0 start with wins over some of the top teams in their own backyard, like St. Augustine, Mandarin, and Creekside.
Yeah, this week, though, a little bit different. The Bears welcoming in 2018 state champs Plantation American Heritage. This is a big early season matchup. The Patriots are actually going to host Trinity Christian 2 weeks from now, but tonight it's Bartram Trail on the docket. The Bears were down 28-3 at the half. Defense, though, figuring out some things in the locker room. Micah Pollard with a sack there. Then Vincent Davis under center for the Patriots. He can't get rid of it. Max Petlick brings him down. Another drive stopped by the Bears D. A little more on the defensive side, Justin Nadeau with a big stop for a big loss. Nicely done there. But American Heritage gets back to work. Jerry Dinkins III takes the handoff up the middle, nearly breaks all the way. Evan Eilers trips him up at the shoestring tackle very last second. Otherwise, he was gone. But it's Dylan Roeming putting a bow on it. Pass to the end zone to Aronde Gadsden. The Bears would fall 35-10. In that big-time state of Florida matchup.
Justin going to play baseball at JU. By the way, for as good as American Heritage, those are kind of ugly uniforms. Yeah, Sandalwood hosting Clearwater Academy, a team that plays a lot out-of-state games. Tonight they face the Saints. Clearwater down near the goal line. Brandon Jennings, big stop on second down, drives the running back backwards. It would be 4th and goal, and so they go for it. This time the read option, and it works for the visitors. Sandalwood would be down by a score, 26-20 in the second half. Don't worry, they got it back. Chris Calhoun, a big pass play to start the drive and a big pass play to end the drive. Jadon Kennedy, touchdown, and we've got a tie football game after a blocked extra point. This was wild. Sandalwood rallies in the fourth quarter. They win it 39-38. Second straight week they have won by just a point. Last week they held on to beat Revolt 27-26.
How about Baker County? They're 3-0, winning by a combined 129-6 this year.
Wow.
They're at Westside. First quarter Wildcats making yards hard to come by for the Wolverines. Camille Robbins comes up with the sack. Lots of sacks tonight. Still in the first, Baker County on offense, and in the end zone, Scooby Graham just plows his way in and across the goal line. Second quarter we go. First play of the second. Wildcats back on offense. Graham back on offense, doing what he does. Gets his number called and answers the bell. Baker County 35, Westside 6. The Wildcats keep it going.
Hey, a sneaky good matchup over at Baldwin. 3-0 Indians hosted University Christian, perennially good. UC got the better of the home team in the first half. R.L. Gray just shedding would-be tacklers. Nice little run to get the scoring started. At would be 7-0, reaches it out. UC not done in the first. Cereal Riles, sophomore QB, to Juwan Gray. Just like that, 14-0 University Christian. So that's it. The route's on, right? Oh, hey, Baldwin says, we're going to come back. We're going to come back in a big way. They score the final 18 points. Baldwin undefeated after an 18-14 win over UC.
Wow, how about that one? Coach Foy leading the Nightmare on Main Street against Fernandina Beach tonight. Looking sharp, Coach. Tigers looking to run out the clock in the fourth quarter. Jalen Saunier with a nice first down completion across the middle. That's Terrence Holland with the pickup. Go Dutch. Would lead to this, Saunier to a wide open, and I do mean wide open, Ricky Shaw. That's him way over there all by himself. Nobody near him. Easy touchdown. Pirates doing all they can to slow down the Tigers offense. Ooh, nice tackle there in the backfield, but not much you can do when Fred Gaines is switching fields and picking up big gains for first downs. Just go back the other way. And there he goes, 39-14, Jackson with the win.
By the way, it'll be Baldwin Jackson next week. Bishop Kenny taking its show on the road to Ed White to face the Commanders just before the half. Ed White up by 3. And check out this play from Jason Patterson. Into the pile, decides to back it out, look for open field, and he finds it, shakes off another tackler and into the end zone. Hey, that's a good looking run. 26-16, Commanders at halftime. Coach Tim Krause trying to come up with a way to get his squad back in it, and he can call some plays now, and this one works. Bradley Miller, pitch to Baylor Newsome, gets to the pylon eventually. That's some good work, young man. Made it 26-23. However, Ed White doubles up Bishop Kenny in the end, 46-23.
Speaking of Bishop Kenny, time now for our Sports Star of Tomorrow segment. A week ago, we featured the future Florida Gator Episcopal tight end Nick Elksness. Today, we head to the Eagles' rival right down the road and a Crusader standout who's ready to take his game to the Big 12.
Michael Myslinski is a 6'3", 265-pound lineman from Bishop Kenny High School. Myslinski's aggressive athleticism and size dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. On the offensive line, he lines up at center or guard for the Crusader offense and then stays on the field to play defensive end. Michael has been among strong athletic influences for all of his life. His father, Tom, played 9 seasons in the NFL and now serves as the strength and conditioning coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Michael is now a 3-star prospect and the 12th-ranked center in the nation. He has received scholarship offers from almost 30 schools, and he's committed to the University of Texas Longhorns. He said, quote, "It came down to a gut feeling. I'm excited to play for Texas and hopefully bring back a national championship."
Well, from Friday nights to Saturday afternoon, local student athletes are making a splash. Be sure to join us for SEC tonight after tomorrow's Southeastern Conference matchup on CBS 47. We've got Texas A&M and Alabama. We call it Action Sports Jacks on campus.
Oh, I like that. How about the Dad Cam revving up its engine down in Daytona tonight? Beautiful night for Providence at Father Lopez. Let's check in on the younger Hicken, that's Brooks Hicken, showing off the wheels, getting around the right side. To quote Dan's tweet, he said, "Who said Hickens are slow?"
I responded, we know one of them is.
Yeah, well, here comes Providence. Talvio Taller with the game-winning score. Providence takes it down at Daytona, 13-9.
Also know one person in here is bad at English. And one, that's me. One from Thursday night Clay at Gainesville Eastside. Second quarter tied at 7. Fourth down for Eastside. The Blue Devils would block the punt. Valdez Seymour falls on it. Clay set up near midfield. Later on now, ball at 50. After that takeover, Trey Griner to the corner. And this is a nice-looking catch to Maurian Frazier. Clay on top 14-7 as they wrestle for it, but it's all Clay. Gainesville Eastside at the 3 a little bit later on. It's a disaster. Blue Devils fall on the fumble. That's a touchdown. They scored twice in 11 seconds. That separated the game. Clay stays unbeaten. They win 41-14.
The coolest fans of the week is brought to you by Air Engineers.
As voted on by you, the fans, the Rains Vikings. That's a good way to stay cool when it's a little hot out. You get the umbrella. The literal coolest fans of the week, brought to you by Air Engineers. Remember, each and every Friday night, you can vote on one of our 3 contestants at actionnewsjax.com. Congrats to the Rains Vikings for showing up and supporting their team tonight against the Parker Braves, who come out with a comeback win, 20-14.
Yeah, by the way, keep voting if you want, because we'll announce the winner again at 11:20. So maybe a different winner, or maybe Rains will win again. Hey, more to come on the Blitz, including the play of the day. And we want to remind you, there's more of the Blitz at 11:20, like I just did on CBS 47, as we blitz through the highlights of the night. Also, you can catch the show on Facebook anytime. How nice of a night. Big nod to Mike Borish and the First Alert Weather Team, because we love Fridays like this. It was gorgeous. A little hashtag Battle of the Sunsets out there the last couple of nights. We'll be right back.
We're the First Coast Bucks, and it's the Friday Night Blitz.
You're watching Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz.
What come to mind is me playing with my siblings. So me and both of my brothers played on the same team. So it was huge, and we both got this tackle together, so it was very, very huge.
All right, that's Quincy Williams, just activated on the able to return from the IR. Hey, much more Jaguars coverage coming up on Sunday. Of course, countdown to kickoff, and then the game on CBS 47.
The play of the week is brought to you by Farrah and Farrah.
And it comes from our game of the week, Fleming Island, Creekside. Remember, the Knights had that big lead. Well, this is one of the big plays that turned the tide. Dedrick Walker steals the ball. You're allowed to do that in football. Huge play in the fourth quarter, 64-yard scoop and score as Fleming gets the win.
What a comeback win after being down 23-6. Hey, that's going to do it for the Friday Night Blitz. Beautiful night. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. We got the Gators and the Knowles and the Dogs, and we got the Jags on Sunday.
We'll be in Gainesville tomorrow.
We'll be in Gainesville tomorrow. We'll leave you with a throwback of the St. Augustine Band from 2019. That's code for we didn't get one tonight, but that's a St. Augustine Band.
Well, the Jackets didn't get to play today, so we wanted to show their band from last year. Why not? Good night.
Thanks for watching the Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz.
Action Sports Jax Primetime,
Saturday at 10:30 on Fox 30.